have a lot in my book around that sort of trigger to become that 5-year-old,
Yes,
and
yes.
that's it's an instant thing, and if you don't catch it, if you don't, as I say, stand guard at the door of your mind, and you don't catch that, you know, because it goes into your body so quickly, it really
Mm.
goes downhill, and it's a downward spiral. Because I'm thinking this probably links very closely with Virginia's work, and I'm really curious to know, how do we
Yeah.
actually put that into the context of the world of work? So how do we make it accessible to
Mm.
leaders and organizations, and how do we help in that space?
What Virginia speaks about is this being able to be aware of ourselves, of what's happening, and it's not a muscle that happens instantly. It's something we build over time by reflecting on interactions past and what happened and those kinds of things. And then understanding a little bit about the part of ourselves that is the one that's kind of reacting in that space. What's that part? And what might that part be looking for? And then there's an element of creating awareness and acceptance for parts of ourselves. Because when we can be aware of and accept and integrate the different parts of ourselves, then the think that, so if we bring it back to like, how do we make this accessible to leaders? Because that's a really important part, is I think that, as leaders, if you have ownership of those parts of yourself instead of the other way around, then how you show up for your teams, how you show up in spaces where things are difficult, how you show up in the hard conversations, just feels more spacious and feels easier, because I'm not fighting all my parts at the same time
Yes.
as the other people, at the same time as the context.